Hello, friends. Good morning. Today, we are going to cover a topic on conversation. So, what is conversation? Conversation is a form of interactive, spontaneous communication between two or more than two people who are following rules of etiquettes. It is polite give and take of subjects thought of by people thought of by people talking with each other for a company or any other organization. Conversations follow rules of etiquettes because conversations are social interactions and therefore depend on social conventions. Conversation is the most obvious mode of communication. It involves elements of speaking and also other generic skills like listening. Now, the another type of conversation is debate. Debate is a contention in argument, dispute, controversy, discussion, especially the discussion of questions of public interest. Debate is a method of interactive and representational argument. Debate is a broader form of argument than deductive reasoning, which only examines whether a conclusion is a consequence of premises, and factual argument, which only examines what is or what is not the case, or rhetoric, which is a technique of persuasion. Though logical consistency, factual accuracy, and some degree of emotional appeal to the audience are important elements of the art of persuasion. In debating, one side often prevails over the other side by presenting a superior context and or framework of the issue, which is far more subtle and strategic. The outcome of a debate depends upon consensus or some formal way of reaching a resolution rather than the objective facts. As such, in a formal debating contest, there are rules for participants to discuss and decide on differences within a framework defining how they will interact. Now, there are some do's and don'ts of a debate. Means what we should do while debating and what should we not do while debating. So, do's of a debate. So, what should we do while debating? Give vent to your ideas. Follow all the rules of the debate. Be polite in expressing yourself. Be clear and logical while arguing. Be quick to the point and use befitting language. Be tolerant, empathetic, and assertive. Applaud each speaker. Be natural, but do control your emotions. Use hands to express your ideas. Maintain good eye contact with all the members of the opposite group. Sit comfortably but politely. Be humble in victory and gracious in defeat. Now, don'ts of a debate. So, what should we not do while debating? Control your ideas. Use and don't use. So, don't use an uncultured language. Don't attempt to dominate or rule over or interrupt others. Don't use non words and beat around the bush. Be impatient. So don't be impatient, rude, or submissive. Don't look annoyed or express extreme emotions. Don't use sheets of papers for your notes. Don't avoid eye contact or stare continuously. Don't sit carelessly, legs crossed, shaking our legs. So don't do that. Don't put on an accent. Don't be too fast or too slow. Don't use abusive or humor that will hurt anyone. Don't include false evidence or facts in your speech. Now we will see what is group discussion. A group discussion is a structured conversation among group of individuals. Since the conversation is related to a particular topic, group discussion is essentially an interactive oral process. The exchange of ideas in a group discussion takes place in a systematic and structured way. Group discussions of any sort are supposed to help us develop a better perspective on issues by bringing out diverse viewpoints. Whenever we exchange differing views on an issue, we get a clearer picture of the problem and we are able to understand it. The understanding makes us better equipped to deal with the problem. This is precisely the main purpose of a group discussion. So, what are the do's and don'ts of group discussion? So, do's of a group discussion: listen to others. It is not necessary to initiate a group discussion. Initiate a discussion if you are familiar with the topic. Intervene if the discussion is turning out to be hostile. It reflects your leadership. Speak to the point without repeating. Back your points with facts and figures. Be gentle with your presentation. Be natural, calm, and maintain your composure. Be participative and reciprocative. Say thank you before ending your presentation. Think before you speak. Say what you feel without going in favor or against it. Don'ts of a group discussion: do not be loud or aggressive. Do not go overboard with enthusiasm if you are familiar with the topic. Do not interrupt other speakers. Do not deprecate other speakers. Do not speak first if you are unfamiliar with the topic. Do not change your opinions. Do not ask irrelevant questions. Do not stop abruptly. Do not get nervous if the previous speakers have presented their points in a better way. Do not display your emotions. So, in the next video, we will see prepared speech. Thank you.